Hey, what's up, fellas? Welcome to back. I mean, okay. Hey, what's up, fellas? Welcome back again. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a new stuff which I read from Atomic Habits, and it's really changed my perspective. Looking towards goals, and not only goals, habits. Obviously, we're reading how to change our habits, right? Atomic habits, small particles of habits. So, what I learn, I will explain later. But what I want to say that in this video before starting, some people act like why I'm talking about more often about this book. If you're thinking about that, it's more like I want to stick to the certain topics to this. I mean, the goal of is my goal is super clear about this. I'm gonna talk about every day one particular thing, so I will be very fluent in that topic. Along with that, I will use my vocabularies to represent it in a better way. That's the goal. And improving, after reading this book, I will jump into the next book, which is maybe and how to improve your communication skill. That would be, it's more like maybe how to win friends, and I don't know exact name of that book, but that's the name of, I mean, you can understand, you can search, google it, you can easily google it. But I mean, sorry, but let's dive into the straight to the topic is what phrase I read which actually changed my perspective. It's like you have a new goal, you have a new plan, but you haven't changed your, I mean, but you haven't changed your who you are really. For example, you haven't changed your identity, and it does impact you because you have a goal, you have a plan, but your identity is a same person who is before making anything. Like, okay, I mean, 10 days ago you are the same person who is lacking with good habits, who is lacking with uh, confidence, who is lacking with many stuffs, and now the same person. By the way, you tried to execute by adding some good habits so you can clearly make a momentum, but you failed. Reason behind it, you have a good plan that was really good, and you have a good goal that you really want to achieve, but you haven't changed your identity. You are the same person 10 days before, and now also you are the same person. That's the problem. We smartly make a particular goal, we smartly use our all the brain cells to make a good plan, but we don't change who we are really. It's more like you want to become a good cycle, I mean, you want to run, become a good cyclist, but you act like a beginner, and that's good. I mean, obviously you're a beginner, you have to act like, but you always act like I can do that, man. I haven't tried once, and that's the problem. It makes your process very lengthy, and you will learn, but it will take a hell lot of time. But now in this today's generation, you don't have time, right? Most of us don't have any plenty of time. They think they do, but in reality they don't, and that's a problem. I mean, everyone has a problem, but it's like identity you have to change, and it's really matters because uh, you want to become a good editor, and you always feel like, man, I can do that, and how to design, I don't know. You have to feel that you are editor before you become editor. That's the identity changes, because once you change the identity, your goals and plans will be way smoother than you think. It's more like you planned a good plan and a good strategy to execute the process to achieve that goal, but you changed your identity. It will be way smoother than the person who does not change his identity. He always say himself like, I can do that, man, it's really hard, and it's really frustrating, I can do this, really I can handle the pain, suffering, and everything that comes from that one stuff. And when you have that type of identity, consciously your brain say like you can't do that because you already know that you haven't done from the last 10 days and you're trying again. Do you think you can do that? Because obviously you are using your motivations, but it doesn't work. In reality, you have to be sustainable to get the result. I mean, obviously, you in the compounding way, you are not going to see any result till you reach the threshold point of your goal. That's the problem. I mean, it's not the problem, it's the solution. Is like you have to be, I mean, you have to change your identity as per your goal. For example, you want to become an editor. Before becoming a good editor, you have to think like them, you have to feel like them. Okay, if I was a, I mean, if I am a good editor, what I will do now? If I, I mean, no, if I am a good cyclist, what I will do now? You have to think like that. Thinking actually change your perspectives. Changing your perspective will actually give you the result and making the surface very smooth. Surface in the sense, your strategies, your routines, your plans that you have already made to succeed in the particular task, right? Okay. So after reading this book, I mean, after not complete, I haven't done completely, but yeah, I just tried some pages and I got one point. Is like, before making your goal, you have to make sure that you will change your identity. If you don't, you will collapse again. Collapse again after making 10 days of consistent work ethic. For example, you have already done everything and you want to remove a bad habit, and you have the same mindset and you always feel like I can do. I always 10 times I have already failed watching bad videos. It could be like what you watch what bad videos and you want to remove it from your brain, and you always try, you always fail. But some people say that if you're failing, I mean, fine, man. If you're failing, you can take care of it later, but just do it. Just do it. And you tried from since 7th or 8 months and it doesn't change a bit. So what you need to do is like change the identity. I'm not a bad video watcher. Before you think like I was a bad video watcher, you have to think like I'm not a bad video. I don't like that. I'm not a bad watcher. I mean, I'm not a bad video watcher. You have to make sure that you're not like I'm not watching bad video. So example, the author state in that book, I want to explain that clearly. Is like he said two people at the bus stand uh, talking with someone, and the third person asked him to the person A, do you want a cigarette? And he said that I am quitting smoking. I'm not I'm it's like I'm quitting smoking, so I can't take cigarettes from you. And the other person, the person B, he asked, and the other person, also a smoker, in his 10 days later, I mean 10 days before he quit, he said that I'm not a smoker. So it makes the clearly simple that the person A is trying to I mean remove the bad habit, and the person B is already made himself and believe himself like he already quitted the path. So I'm not a smoker. It's clearly sign of that he don't care about his past. So don't take a baggage of it and just think like, okay, you've done that thing. In right now, present, you are not the person. And you just by this you will change your identity. I will make another video of it, but I mean how to change the perfectly way to change your identity in the particular way, so you can just learn from it. And I know I'm just yapping in this video and I'm really frustrated because I don't have specific words to say, but what's matter is like recording videos, right? And I'm doing that very perfectly. And let's see. And that's for the today's video. I'm really trying to get better, and I will get better. I want to make sure that I'm trying to say that you have to change your identity, and I am not doing right, and I have to, because I'm a good communicator, and I will. So till then, stay curious, and I will be see you soon. And the next video will be how to change your identity. The guide. It could be like the steps I will decode with the bullet points. If I could make bullet points, that would be way better, right? I mean, I will make. I will use my pen or paper. I just think that making some normal content is way better, because I don't want to add very high resistance to the work, or I will procrastinate. But as I know that I'm doing way better than my past version, and I'm really better person now, and I will done. So whatever, I don't believe subconscious mind works or not, but you have to be workful. Goodbye. Be grateful for it.